Alright, so this is me. We just call it Belle Fourche. We are in Belle Fourche. That's good enough, South Dakota. I went over there, riding the distance over there, which you can't see is runnings, and I went over there, brought some bits and pieces for my engine. And slowly it's starting to work. So this is where we're at. It's peaceful. Near my propane tanks. They're going to a place called Black Eagle, Montana. This is up by Great Falls, Montana. So that's where we're heading. It's my amazing little Ovlov. This is clean because it rained the other day and washed all this shit off. So this is where we're at. I'm gonna pause it because I got to get in the truck and try and sort my camera out. So I'm gonna pause it and then we'll carry on. So there you go, that's what I'm delivering, 15 of them. And then I gotta go to Superior and pick a load of mulch up to go to Louisville, Kentucky. So give me a second, woohoo, and we'll get this sorted out. I brought some cheese sticks and some breadsticks, so I got something for later for my fat belly. All right, give me a second, I love you. All right, so this is, we gotta go across Highway 212 to Montana. So we come out of where we are, and that'll put us into a little stretch of Wyoming, which is very small, and then and that'll lead us over what they call the Black Hills, and that'll put us over into Crow Agency towards that way, and then over to Hardin, which is Montana. And I got to get diesel over there. So yeah, Belle Fourche. It is Belle Fourche. I checked the receipt for when I went shopping. So we put some more stuff in the old girl, try and clean that shit out. It's working slowly. I still lose power, and I will. I'm not losing it as much. I'm gaining a little better, and I'm, like I say, I'm still going to lose power. 1 second. Still going to lose power until I get the Volvos and get them to fix all the problems. But aside from that, she's doing a lot better than she was. So that gentleman next to me in the Volvo, he was talking to me, asked me what I was doing, so I showed him. Okay. Open a minute. I can see, but it's always easy where you don't have that sun on the glass. So traffic's reasonable. It is Sunday the 21st of December. So I was going to deliver this tomorrow in a Black Eagle, but they changed it to Tuesday, which is the 23rd. I'll be there tomorrow. I'm going to meet with the geezer. I don't think I can get unloaded tomorrow, but hell, if we can play devil's advocate, we will, and we'll try. We'll have a go at it. He's on his phone, good old boy. That's what I like to see. Truck driver on his phone, being awesome. All light's red, so I get the opportunity to go now. Detected. I don't think.
Obstruction detected.
I don't personally think. One more. Just does it 3 times.
Obstruction detected.
3 times. Because the camera's covered in the front here, so they can't see inside the truck. So I didn't put tape over it. Tape was already over it. I just never took it off. So yeah, I got to deliver the Black Eagle. I wanted to deliver. I hate that. Like stop mark. You got to start again. I got to deliver the Black Eagle Montana, which is basically Great Falls. And so I delivered there on Tuesday. Originally it was Monday. They asked to change it to Tuesday. I said not a problem. But the problem is, not the problem with the delivery. The problem is my pickup. I got to pick up at Superior, and Superior is probably close to 4 hours away because I have to go over the mountains to get there. At the moment, from what I'm seeing, I've got real good weather. That can change at any second. It is the northwest. The northwest does some crazy things at times, but the wind has calmed right down. It has been an absolute bitch. And today is the first day that wind has calmed right down, so I believe, and I'm hoping, that the gods are looking after us, and the gods are going to say, I'll give you a free ride up and a free ride back with no bad weather. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I've been this way a few times. Did I truly want to go to the northwest this time of the year? No, not really. It wasn't sort of my favourite idea, but they were paying to do a round. Excuse me. So they were paying to do a round, and a round for this is about $2.54 a mile. And the reason why it's so cheap, which it sounds like it's cheap, because it is cheap. But the reason it's $2.54 a mile is because you're going up one way loaded and you're coming back empty. So they're paying me $9,200, $9,200 to go up and back. The only thing is, I deliver it on the 23rd now, and I don't get back there until the 29th. So it's going to take me a whole week to do this, which is why I ended up picking up a load of mulch to come back. Now the mulch is not worth my time. It's pretty pointless. I don't even know why the hell I'm doing it. I didn't realise when he booked it and when he told me about it, and I didn't pay attention because I was driving at the time. And then when I eventually parked up, sat down and went through it all, the mulch is only paying $1.50 a mile with my deadhead, that is. With my deadhead, I believe with my deadhead's like 226 miles. So it's probably paying a little more than that, but I do it with my deadhead. I could probably go back and figure it out. What it wasn't paying with deadhead. It's paying, I believe it was $1.50 a mile with my deadhead, which is awful because it's a full load of mulch, and I got to tarp it. It's only what they call a top tarp, but I got 6-foot tarp, so they're going to end up dropping over the top or down the side, so it'll be tarped all the way through. So yeah, it's not paying. Personally, I don't like taking loads like this. I think it's an insult when you're offered a load and the broker don't want to pay no money just because it's mulch. Yeah, mulch is an absolute fortune to buy at the stores, and it is. You know, so you know that you're not making any money, but the customer and the broker and the shipper and the customer, and then of course, you know, the customer being the person that goes and buys stuff. So, and a lot of people, you know, will look at it and say, well, you know, I don't want to pay a lot of money. I don't want to haul it for free either, so I don't want to do all that work for free. F-R-E-E, not T-H-R-E-E as I like to say. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to work for free when I'm the one that's got to beat all the way across from Interstate 90 and then come back the way I am now. So I got to come back the way I'm going up, and then I have to cut across at Billings up to Great Falls.
But then when I come back, I come across 90 through Billings, drop down to Hardin, Crow Agency, where we're going to come out at the end here, and then back across here, which is then into South Dakota, and then drop back the way I came in. So, you know, sometimes it's hard to make people understand. It's like, I appreciate that people don't want to spend money on stuff, but like I said, I don't want to haul it for free. But by the time I bought all the diesel coming across, I ain't made no money on that load. So that load was a waste of my time. So the problem that I have with my dispatch is my dispatch doesn't understand that. He's like, well, you're getting paid to go up, paid to come back. So the money that you got coming back with this load will cover the diesel coming back. I don't want to work like that. I want to work where if the load ain't going to pay no money, I'll come back empty because I'll burn way less in diesel. So now I'm going to burn all in diesel because I'm loaded, and I'll pretty much spend all the money that I'm bringing back over. So sometimes I get their point of what they're trying to say, but my argument is that you're asking me to come back at a loss, and your argument also is that I'm coming back empty, being paid for it, and then I'm bringing a load back, and then you're saying that, well, you're getting paid to come back, and then I'm giving you this load, so you know you're going to make money. Not when you break it over the 2 weeks, because it's this week right now, and then I have to break it over next week, so it's 2 weeks. By the time you break everything down, I'm still making the same money as if I'd have just done a normal week. Well, actually, I lose. But technically, I'm making. I'd have to break it down again because I can't quite do it. I'm probably doing about $6,000 to the truck for each week, which is not that great. No, not for all the work you're doing. No, and the time that you're traveling. No. So, but they say beggars can't be choosers. I have to, you know, be grateful for what I get, and I am. But I also like to get my point of view across that it's sometimes you're working and these people are not wanting to pay you no money to haul this stuff. So somewhere along the line, someone's making some money somewhere, or everybody's running at a loss, and that's just ridiculous. So one way or another, someone needs to figure it out, because that's just dumb. See how we do. So that's my story at the moment. Should I have told you yet? Yeah, hello. Why not? It's a story. Most of the people that watch my videos are not really going to pay attention to it anyway. Anybody watches it. Excuse me. Oh, a little rough. Oh, excuse me. Come in freeze, but it didn't. Yeah, I don't quite understand why she passed me and then slowed down on me, so I'm gonna let her get ahead a little. Toot toot. See, he don't look too bad. He looks pretty clean. I know supposedly I've got some snow across, which is normal for this run across 212. Broad house is where my chicken house will be. So we'll see how we get along. We'll see how the journey goes. I got enough diesel to get over, and that's another thing. I'm going to spend all this week is just all diesel. So like technically this week, which is where it's all sort of messed up, technically this week I've only got a $2,400 load, which isn't all my money because I only get 80% of that. So I get a $2,400 load, I get 80% of the 24. I got to pay for all the diesel I'm burning because I don't deliver this till Tuesday. So technically, because I deliver it Tuesday, it goes on next week's pay because Monday is my cut-off day. So sort of like, it's like, well, nice old Freightliner. So technically, like, if I don't deliver it Monday, I should get paid for it for this week. So this week I got all the fuel going up and the fuel I had going to West Virginia, and then I won't technically make any money this week. This week will be a mess, and I don't know how they're going to play it. I just wait until I get my slip, my settlements, and when my settlement comes in, I'll see how they pay me, what they want to do, because it eats away at me. It'll eat away because I'm using all the diesel to come up here to Montana, but it's going to come away from this week's check. So I don't know if I'm going to be in the negative. I don't know if I'm going to be in the plus. So I haven't been in the negative yet. So we'll see how it pans out. Am I worried? No, because I know that when that's a load of hay. Is that hay? Yeah, there's a load of hay. Huh. So technically, God, I can't remember now. I'm getting, I think it was 28.50. So I got 92 going up. So I got 92 going up. Yeah, 12,050. Yeah, so I got $2,400 this week. Then next week, depending on how everything goes, I got $12,050 to the truck, which means by the time I deliver on Tuesday, then get over and deliver Monday on the 29th, that'll give me $12,050 to the truck. But it's taken me 2 weeks to do everything. So it sounds great, but it's not, because now that $12,050 has to come to the 24, and that now gives me what's that, 14,450. So you break it down, and it give you 7,000. What's that? 7,000. Jeez, hang on a minute. I know. You probably work it out quicker than me because my brain's trying to think. So I got 12, 14,450. So I got 7,220. So I got $7,225 for each week. So when you break it down, by the time I lose my percentage off the top, it brings me down to like close to 6. So I'll only get like $6,000 for each. Like I said, it's very hard to explain to somebody in an office when they're trying to work it out, telling you you've done really well. It's like, yeah, but you've got to break both weeks down. Now it just brings me back to an average week of 6, which is way below what I personally want to be, because I want to be close to 7 to 8. So now I'm below that mark, but I'm grateful because I get to run over Christmas and back, so I don't lose days. So yet again, it's like one side of it's like, I'm not where I need to be, but it's good enough. But the other side is, but I'm blessed enough, I suppose is a word to use. I'm blessed enough that I get to work over Christmas and back, and then hopefully over New Year's, but it still doesn't get me ahead because I'm still stuck in that $6,000 a week mark. And that's to the truck. Well, no, that's to me, sorry. And then I got to they take their 20% out. I still got to pay for fuel, tags, insurance, IFTA, for my pre-pass, and I still got all these different things to pay for. So you still got all that coming out of your income before you even get a check. It's like everything sounds great when it's all in the big numbers until you start taking everything away. And I used a lot of diesel coming up because I had some hellacious side and headwinds, and that just beat the snot out of me. So I've used a lot of diesel coming up here. Yeah, old boy was on his phone. Fair enough, there's no one around. Stare at your phone. It's all good. Driving a semi, being a professional. It's all good. Hey, at least he had it up in the window where you could see it. So, it's like, people would tell you there's lots of money to be made out here, and there really is. You can make lots of money. But as a lease operator, which is what pretty much, I would say, a good 90% of people out here are leases. Most of the OOs have walked away. I could, hell, it's my figures. I don't know. Let's just go by my retarded figures, because it's my retarded brain. So like, let's just say you got 90% which are leases and 10% which are OOs. The 10% of OOs are going to do a reasonably better if they're running under contracts, but then they still have to pay for everything. Well, I pay for everything, absolutely, to a degree, you know, and there's probably 10% of what I don't pay for, but, you know, they're giving you an opportunity to walk in without putting any money down to put you out there to go to work. So it swings and roundabouts. It's like, you can't knock them for giving you that opportunity if they're legit. Now, no company running lease is going to be 100% legit. You know, there's always going to be something you're not happy with, or you feel that they're ripping you off for. It is what it is. There's some leasing companies out here that it's hard. Now, a lot of people don't want to speak, and some people do speak, and then some people will tell bullshit, and then you'll get a lot of people who want to comment on some of this video who you don't even know if they're real or not. But leasing a truck, even if you own the truck and you lease onto somebody, it's still extremely painful. You're at it all the time. Now, there is some people that are fortunate that come into it, you know, and they do very well and they pay everything off, but they don't have a lot of personal bills, and that's your biggest problem. If you're going to be a leasee, you got to understand you cannot have a whole heap of bills at home and do this as well, because your income's going to just, it looks amazing if you're making high dollar, but by the time you break it all down, you don't make much more than a company driver. The difference is you're supposed to have that freedom. The only freedom you get is if you run for yourself under your own authority. See, we're in Wyoming now. So that's where you're at. It's my take, you know. It's I've been doing this retarded shit for too long. Not as long as some people, but for too long for me. I've been doing this retarded shit, and you can get ahead, but oh man, you're beating it all the time. I will always say to anybody, if you're not prepared to understand the breakdowns and the stress, you know, and not having much of a family life, because if you're a family person, you're devoted to family, and family's everything, you know, and you want to be home, you got activities and things you want to do, this is not the place you want to be. It ain't for you. Not doing this. There's plenty of opportunities on the day side, on the weekly side, you know. I'll be home every year. There's plenty of opportunities. You don't need to be out here doing this. This is just dumb. It's dumb for a lot of people. Just a lot of people won't admit it. Man, I fucking love trucking, man. I love trucks. I think trucks are amazing. I love the job. I love everything about it. I get mad, I get upset, I get stressed, I get emotional, I get all the things that happen. But at the end of the day, this job is just, it's the bollocks to me. So I love doing it, and that's just me. You know, I take care of my family. I try my best to make sure that they have a good life, and that's not easy. But I enjoy what I do. I like trucking. I like see in the world. You know, I love this country. This country is amazing. Everybody wants to knock it. That's up to you. But me, no, I don't knock it. I think it's awesome. Shit's expensive. Of course it's expensive. It's always going to be expensive, no matter what you do. Do I get paid enough? No, never. I'm never going to get. Holy shit! It's a Chief Carrier's coming the other way. Oh, look at that. Ain't that the bollocks? Holy shit, I recognise that person. That was old man Kurt driving a Freightliner. Ha! Putting a load of lumber. That was old man Kurt. Yeah, it was, I recognise him. Gave mistake that freaking Santa face. Old man Kurt was awesome. That's Chief Carriers. That's the ones that I got fired from. So that's a story all on its own. So I was with them nearly 3 years. So. And I enjoyed the job. The job was awesome. I didn't have a problem with the job. I got many, not many, that's a lie. I got some videos out there of bits and pieces. So, you know, but would I recommend anybody to go to Chief Carriers right now? No, not at all. No, there's nothing about that company that I'd recommend anybody to go to. And that's just not my opinion. That's the opinion of many others that go from there, people that still work there. No, their biggest downfall of Chief Carriers, sadly, is management. Management is the creation of their own stupidity. They will not recognise when they make a mistake. They don't want to recognise when they make a mistake, and they will oust you if you even recognise that they are the problem. But Carriers itself, Chief Carriers, Chief Buildings, man, the company itself, oh man, the equipment was top notch. Yeah, doing the buildings, working with the people in buildings, working with the customers. Oh man, their job was the bollocks. So I was just shy of 3 years. I was about a month short of being there 3 years when I got fired. And I never got the reason for being fired. They don't have to do that. It's a right to work state in Nebraska. So I never got the reason for why I got fired. But he wouldn't tell me. I got fired. I know why I got fired. I know exactly why I got fired, because I was too honest in my own opinions in telling him basically that they were messing stuff up and they didn't like it. And then I told him that a certain person told a certain other person it was time to, you know, move on because you do better elsewhere, and I would, yeah, and then they didn't accept that. There's a whole heap of a story to it. It don't matter. I'm just talking shit at the moment. But it was, yeah, it was a good job. I loved the job. I'd never knocked the job. I'd never knocked the company itself. I just knocked the management, because management just lost their way, and that was sad for me. So my friend Alabama Chief, he still works there. Old man Curtis, you saw, because we waved at him, even though he doesn't know who the hell I was. That's bentonite. I've loaded out of there many times. So Alabama Chief still works for him. Desperado's still there. I'm trying to think of a few other people maybe that I mentioned previous times. Can't think now. But most of them have moved on. Like Frenchie moved on. Stinky got fired the other week for lying to him. Door Slammer's still there, but he'll always be there because he's a wanker. Door Slammer's part of the reason why I got fired, because he's an absolute fucking idiot. And yeah, I will swear, because he is a fucking idiot. So, well, they love him. They think he's the dog shit, so they keep him there. I sound like a real angry old wanker, and I am an angry old wanker, but Door Slammer, that boy was such an idiot. He could spin a yarn well enough to make people believe he knew what he was talking about, and he ain't got no clue. It was amusing. Stinky was one of his boys, but Stinky got fired for lying the other week. So that's Chief Carriers, yeah. Dee Dee, my mate Tourette's. She works for a company now out of Birmingham, Alabama. And so she works for Buddy Moore Trucking. She's got a real good contract. She's putting light poles, dedicated to light poles. So she's doing really well for herself. I'm glad she got out of there. That was the main reason I stuck up for that girl. And that's part of the reason why I got fired. So sticking up for a colleague, not just Dee Dee, other people as well. But she's working for Moore Trucking now, pulling a light pole. So she's got a really nice looking Peterbilt 567. It is. It's a really nice truck. She has a much easier life. She's at home now. The truck had to come back in to be looked at, and they sent her home for the whole weekend, a week, sorry, because it was out of their control, out of Dee's control, Terezi's control. So she's at home at the moment with her family, and she's doing well. And I'm glad she finally landed on her feet and a good job trucking. Me, I'm just retarded, so I like this shit, so glutton for punishment. So yes, not really anybody will understand the whole story or the context of it, so I'm just trying to give a little bit. So basically, once again, chief carriers themselves, well, I wouldn't recommend anybody go work for them, no, they got no clue. But as a company itself, buildings and carriers without the management, oh yeah, man, it was an amazing job. I really enjoyed it. Now, where I'm at the moment, they treat me well. You know, no one's ever going to be 100% happy, but I'm doing okay. And they do treat me very well. We have conversations. They go in one ear and they stay there and they don't come out the other side. You know, you have to always accept that sometimes the company you work for, it's just how it goes. But I get along with them. I do my best. My truck, I wish it would have been fixed from day one. Not have to keep doing this. But we'll see how things go. At the moment, I've been with them close to 7 months. Actually, no, it is 7 months now, so I'm 7 months in. I've got this truck for a 2-year payment. I pay it off in 2 years and it's mine. Whee! Yeah, I pay it off in 2 years and it'll be mine. Now, by then, though, I'm at 686,000 miles. Yeah, by the time I get to that, she'll probably need an engine, but who knows, it might be good. I mean, we nicknamed it Shirley because surely it could and surely it would, but surely it doesn't know what it wants to do, so we nicknamed it Shirley. Because it surely doesn't know what it wants to do half the time, so its nickname is Shirley. S-H-U-R-L-E-Y, Shirley. Surely I could, and surely I couldn't. Surely we'll do it one way or another. Come the boys. Right, 33 minutes in and I ain't shut up, so we'll see how the rest of the journey goes. Good looking Freightliner. See, she's doing a lot better. Still struggling, but it's so much better. Before I couldn't even get above 15 pounds of boost. It would die and sit at 15 pounds, and at the moment I put seafoam in. I put let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4 cans in my brief filter and 6 cans in my engine. So just trying to clean all that shite out. See, she dumped on me right there, but she's still holding. If I turn it on and off, it'll kick back in again, but it's definitely better than it was. Way better than it was. I'm trying to clean it. I wanted to do a regen, but my soot box was only half full. I'm up to 3/4 now. By the look, yeah, I'm up to 3/4 now. So we're slowly getting there. But I want to do a regen and try and burn all this shit out of it, like, and it won't. I can't get it to regen because I'm not at that point yet. So. doing 60 mile an hour, and it's like I'm boosting. I'm not hitting 30. I'm not full power like I need to be. She's dropped for me into 11th. I'm still struggling. If I turn the key on and off, it'll make a difference. So if I do it right now, turn the key off, turn the key back on, she'll full boost for me over 30, and I'm getting way over 30 now. It's a lot better than it was. So I know this engine's gunked up. I gotta clean all the garbage out of it. See, she's sitting at 30 right now, and she's boosting over 30, so she's holding. And you can hear the difference when the turbo really kicks in. I just got to get into a Volvo dealer, which I don't really want to do because that'll be so expensive. But I do have to go there and find out what the problem is, and hopefully I can get it to the point where it's running 100%. So at the moment I'm about, I'd say it's between 70 and 80% of running. She's still holding at the moment. I'm nearly up to 70 mile an hour. It's holding, it's holding, it's holding. It dropped a little in boost. But it's way better than it was. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, they're rough. It's all up in my nostrils. I gotta blow it out again. I thought I did, but I didn't. So, food! I see food on the. Oh, look at that! Oh, there's lunch everywhere. Oh, that's amazing! Look at all that food. Ah, I love you. You're amazing sheep. Oh, where's your lambs? Oh, there's your lambs. Where's your lambs? Oh, that's awesome. Gotta love a good bit of lamb. Lamb and pork, oh, all on the same plate. Not so much beef. I'm not a beef fan, but I do like my lamb and pork. Definitely like my pork. Yeah, I like a big pig. Oh, gotta have a big pig. A warmer day, so it's sort of like I've been planning it coming up here, keeping an eye on the weather. Today should be good. Tomorrow it gets warmer. By the time I get up there into Montana, I'm supposed to have really good weather coming back out. Yes, I'm repeating myself because I've already said this. So the plan is to get up, get loaded, get out before everything turns to snot. And I'll probably end up having to come back. Holy shit, that's another one. That's the second one. I don't know, I can't tell because I won't be able to see the truck number. I don't know what the truck number was. I couldn't see it, just thought I'd wave. So that's the second one I saw. And it don't matter, the truck numbers mean nothing. Yes, I'm going back to the same story because half the people have left. Majority of them ain't there anymore. So she's doing so much better. She really is. Like I said, I needed to fill the box up, and I needed to do a regen because I need to get that engine really hot and burn all that shit out of it. What I really need to do. But before I'll try and show you when we get stopped, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Before it would get right up to the soot level and it would sit there, and like I could do a regen, it would burn everything out the box, it would clean it, I'd have nothing left inside, no soot, and as soon as I started driving again, it worked, but about 3 to 4 minutes in, that box would just be full right up again. So what it was doing was, it's choking the engine. I can't get it to go. Whereas at the moment, since I've been pouring all that seafoam in there, which seafoam's the bollocks, mate. Seafoam and marble mystery oil will always be my favourites. So I've been pouring it in there, and we've been, you know, like just fucking cleaning the shit out, letting it work around and clean everything out, and I'm performing a lot better than I was. So it was horrible at times, and I still got a long ways to go. Make it to Billings today or not, but we'll see. I'm only going to record to Hardin anyway. That's my plan, to get over to Hardin, which is where the Loves is, because I got to get diesel. So we'll record to Hardin, and that's where I'm going to end it, because it'll start getting dark. This is Montana. We made it. Well, we haven't really. We just made it to Montana. See, Broadus is an hour away. Billings is 227. So by the time I get to Hardin and get diesel up to Billings, I should be able to stop, I believe, at Billings and get up in the earlies and finish the last part of the journey off, hoping that I don't have no bad weather up through there. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll be able to record tomorrow, because I'm going to have to try and upload these videos. So it takes a process for me to get them uploaded. YouTube's really weird. Like, one stage I can get them up like that, and it's so weird to me. It's so weird. I mean, I'm grateful for the platform just to get them on there, so, you know, you can see them back over there in Blighty. Gosh, it's so weird. Sometimes it'll upload them within a second, you know, like a few minutes, and it's done, and others it takes me days. So we'll see how we do. We'll see if we can get them uploaded, and then hopefully I can get them uploaded fast enough that I can record coming out of Black Eagle to Superior down the back way. So we'll see. This place here is awesome. On my Facebook, I got a whole heap of pictures here to the left hand side of me where that building is. I always remember having a conversation with a gentleman. He was going to create and start a bar up over here, and I don't know if it ever really happened, but this little truck stop here is probably one of my favourites. So that place over there to my left hand side where all them trucks are now, it looks like a lot of stuff got moved on. Somebody, that was originally going to be a bar over there, and it never, I don't know if it ever, I don't think it did, but I see a lot of stuff got moved on from my pictures that I took years ago. And that there is one of my favourite little truck stops. I like that truck stop. I have no idea how you say these names. I'm probably totally cutting them all up. So here's Stoneville Saloon. Maybe he did. Maybe he moved it to here. I don't know. Maybe. No, because it's for sale. Yeah, it's for sale. awesome. He really was. Azula, I think this place is called. But he was yeah. It's funny how your memory remembers stuff. I remember sitting there having a convo with him for hours. But there's just nothing up here. And that's the part that sucks. It's like, you've got to get your name on the board for anybody to even want to come and visit you, like, you know. Yeah, she's boosting a lot better. I'm nowhere near where I need to be, but gosh, it's so much easier. Because cylinder 5 is playing me up. I think I got a misfire in cylinder 5. I think we were at, I think it was 1.5 billion on the Powerball over here, and I swear I read that somebody in Florida is a winning ticket in Florida, from what I'm understanding. 19 model, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's old. It's had its time. It's done enough, more than enough. Ding-dings. Telling you some hunting, please, and going that way. Taking it all around the corner, sir, please. Gotta love you, Papa Ding-dings. Over here at the moment, so it's 38 degrees as well. Yeah, it's like it warmed up so much. Trust me, I am so grateful because coming across here, set of chains. I brought one bag. That was $240. I think it was $228 or $238. We just got it $250, which is a set of chains, so I can use it on my drive axle just to get out of trouble. I might buy more chains if I have to keep coming up this way. I possibly may buy more. So we'll see. I personally didn't want to come this way. Personally, I wanted to stay south because I just didn't want to deal with it no more. But I knew I'd end up coming this way regardless, so. I know they got it. It's a Manchester tank who I bought for out of Campbellsville, Kentucky. They got a DC. They've got a DC, and I believe it's Logan, Utah. So they have a DC center over there. So I think what's happening is they're going to ship out the tanks to the DC there in Logan, Utah, and then Logan, Utah is going to cover all this area. That's what it seems to be. But I think you've still got to take the tanks out to Utah for them to drop them off. I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what it feels like. So, because this will be, what is this now? 1, 2, 3. Manchester, Florida. I can't remember if this is my 4th or 5th trip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Florida, North Carolina, West Virginia, and now Montana. I like them. I don't have a great love for climbing up on top of the tanks, because I have to climb up there, because it's you've got to help the crane operator to unload. That's the scary part, is getting up on the tanks. Only because I fell off the trailer so many times.